Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode of the Rose to the Ceilings podcast. Maggie, what's our topic today?
Pick me. Choose me. Love me. That's the topic.
In defense of the pick me girl.
We're talking about pick me girls. Round of
First
applause.
of all, what is a pick me girl? Maybe we want to start with that.
I think pick me girl cannot be defined. I think the true pick me girl cannot be held within the boundaries of words. But I think we can act out some examples, can't we?
Yeah, so pick me girls is kind of a online slang or lingo for girls who act like they're different from other girls and who try to separate themselves from traditionally feminine
Girly
names,
girls.
thinking that men will like them more if they do this.
And they typically just try to put other girls down in the presence of men. For example, I'm sure we've all had a friend who is completely different when a guy's around, right? Have you ever had a friend who is super nice, is super sweet, and you love her with all your heart, and then a guy comes, it's always a guy comes, and suddenly she switches up. She's like, oh my god, did you hear about how blah 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 had such like an embarrassing fail doing blah blah blah, like leaking your deepest darkest secrets just to like get this guy's attention? We've all had this friend. That's a pick me girl. Have you had ever have a girl just go like, oh my god, you listen to Taylor Swift? I only listen to rap. I only listen to I can't even name any rap artists. I
You
only
wear makeup? I never wear makeup.
like I don't understand how girls can wear so much makeup. Like I could never.
Just putting down other girls in front of men. So, why do pick me girls do this? What is the psychology behind this?
We don't know because we're not psychologists. But as girls, right? People who have the same experiences as these girls who act this way, I think we are pretty capable of kind of explaining where they're coming from because we all do not like this girl. I don't want to be defending the pick me girl. Isabella does not want to be defending a pick me girl, but we're gonna defend her because the reason why she acts like this is not her fault.
Yeah, and I feel like, including myself, a lot of girls have had this experience where they felt kind of similar to the pick me girl. Like, I remember being in elementary school and thinking, I have to be more male like, I have to be less feminine, otherwise, the guys won't want to be friends with me. So it's kind of a similar mindset that was carried on for some people from, I think, a lot of internalized misogyny, maybe from how they were raised or the type of people they were surrounded by and the expectations that society puts on these girls.
I think at the end, male validation, patriarchy, hand in hand, it's directly a result from the patriarchy. You know, I feel these girls in total have this kind of feeling from the patriarchy where they feel like their life has to be dedicated to or like revolving around men. They feel like, oh, I have no self-worth if this guy who probably is way out below their league, I'm only valid if this guy gives me attention, which is where this kind of pick me girl mindset kind of stems, in my opinion.
And I think we looked at this in other episodes too about women in competition, women being pitted against each other because traditionally there are only so many spots for women. So, of course, a lot of women still feel that need to compete with other women for so little spots that they have.
That is such a good point. I can't, oh my god, I wish we brought this up earlier too. The coke and competition thing, that can be seen through when they are putting down other women. Like when they're saying things like, oh, other girls do this, but I don't because I'm better, I'm not a girly girl. And that's because they're just trying to differentiate themselves, they're trying to make themselves seem cooler. Again, just for the purpose of men. These pick me girls don't do that most of the time when there's no guys around. They don't do that to another girl. It's just because of male validation in the first place.
Exactly. So it's always kind of existed, right? There's not really a point where it came to be, I guess. Like we said, it did come from like a history of women being pitted against each other, but we can't really mark when they first started appearing. Maybe in media, you would know.
Like definitely, like Isabel said, we can't pin down the origin. The quote I kind of used at the beginning of this video is from Grey's Anatomy, from that one character. So I didn't watch the show, I just saw the clip. But of course, idea of women being in competition, the idea of women being competitive with each other has always been around. Like the idea of just being quirky and different and not like other girls has been around, especially since the beginning of the internet. We can see it through like I'm like the sad girl Tumblr kind of era, or like the I wear sneakers and she doesn't wear sneakers, she wears heels, but I wear sneakers kind of idea, right? This idea has always existed, but the kind of pygmy girl label has only kind of existed in the past few years, which is I think has brought this idea way more into light, which is why these pygmy girls have received a lot more criticism in the past few years, which is why I think we have to really address this, because we can't just judge them, even though I really want to. Trust me, I really, really want to. But we really have to examine why they're doing what they're doing.
Yeah, I think it did first appear on TikTok, I want to say. Like, I might be wrong
Everything
about this,
appears on
but
TikTok.
definitely I've mostly seen the slang used on TikTok, calling people, oh, this pick me girl does this, or I'm a pick me girl, how a pick me girl lives, a day in the life, those type of videos. And definitely, like you said, we can't just like call people a pick me girl and shut them down, because there are things that they are going through or that they've internalized that cause them to act like this. If we call them a pick me girl, we're also pitting ourselves against them, which is doing the same thing that we've done for
So
20
true.
years.
Because we have to think about the root of any kind of putting down in general always roots from jealousy. I'm pretty sure this is studied so many times. Everyone can see it in their lives. We all know it. Where if these pick me girls are going like, oh, this girl wears so much makeup. Oh, this girl only listens to Taylor Swift. Oh, this girl. They're probably insecure about that, right? They're probably insecure about their makeup skills. Probably insecure about their music taste. It all stems from insecurity, which is I think we have to put ourselves in their shoes.
And it eventually becomes bullying at that point. Like if they're bullying other girls while being a pick me girl, and then we kind of bully them back by saying they're pick me girls, then it's just this cycle of bullying, this cycle of vengeance that's just gonna
We're not better than them if we're making fun of them, if we're talking to guys. And we can see that when the pick me girl label is completely misrepresented, completely misused.
I think definitely the way I would say to deal with this is to just call them out for what they're doing, but not in like a judgmental way. Just say, hey, I know that this is tough for you, and maybe I've had similar thoughts, and just kind of communicate that women can be friends with each other, because I feel like that's something that a lot of them are lacking, which is female friends.
Oh, I didn't mean to laugh. That is real. That is real. Because when these pick me girls don't think that they need girlfriends. Like, I know, like, we all know these girls. We all know that they usually only try to surround themselves with guys. But I think you need to realize how important having female friendship is. Like, if I didn't have female friendships in my life, I don't know what I would do. Every girl needs, I hope this is on the right side of the screen, needs a female friendship. And because they don't have that, that's probably another reason why they're acting the way they are. Because they feel like they're one of the boys.
I think definitely just like bullying in general too. It just stems from being lonely or jealous, like you said. So that's probably what's going through most of their heads. So we just need to show them that
Kindness.
show them kindness. They have a place.
Yeah, show them, like, it's okay to be a girl. It's okay that you're not one of the guys. It's okay to be one of the girls. It's really cool over here. We have a lot of fun. We're chill. We like Taylor Swift, and we like the color pink, and it's cool, and it's
You don't
okay.
need to prove yourself to the guys. You can just sing some Taylor Swift with us.
Who are they? Like, what are they gonna do for you? Like, what exactly about, well, yeah, the patriarchy, but why do we feel the need that this random guy in your science class is worth putting down other girls over?
So true.
Girlhood. This is us as girls. That's us, right? We have to stay together or the world is gonna fall apart. Men hate us enough already. Girls cannot hate other girls.
Air high five to end the episode.